Hi, my name is Deborah Wood, and I'm going to be doing my informative presentation about juvenile diabetes type 1 versus type 2. Did you know that your body needs sugar? Some people can't produce it, or if they do, it's very little at all. We will learn the differences between having juvenile diabetes, also known as type 1, or having type 2. Both are related to insulin, just in different ways. My son has type 1 and was diagnosed at the age of 8. This has been life-changing for us, and I just feel like, especially having young kids in the home, is something that everyone should be aware of. Type 1 is basically your pancreas is not working. You're born with it, and it just usually shows up sometimes after the age of 5. It is where your cells can't produce no insulin or very little at all. Insulin is a hormone needed to allow sugar glucose to enter the cells to produce energy. Also, people with type 1 are called insulin dependent. Some signs of having type 1 is increased thirst, frequent urination, extreme hunger, fatigue, weight loss, change in moods, or fruity breath. Yes, that fruity breath always got me. And believe me, it's true. My son definitely has a fruity breath. So also in some of type 2, it's kind of the same stuff. It's just only thing is you might have a dry mouth, itchy skin, or blurred vision. Type 2 is basically your body becomes resistant to insulin. It works harder to produce, so you can damage your pancreas. You can manage type 2 with diet and exercise most of the time, but worst case scenario, you might have to take some pills. Now with type 1, you can manage with diet, but you'll also have to take insulin for the rest of your life. So that's why they say insulin dependent, because you'll never outgrow it or anything. I mean, it's life-changing. So I wanted to tell you a little story. So when my son was 8 and he was actually diagnosed, we were at Le Bonheur in Memphis, and they gave him this teddy bear. And this is how you actually are supposed to be able to because before you can get out of anything like that, being a child of his age, you're supposed to be able to give your insulin yourself. So they give you this teddy bear, and so they fill these syringes full of insulin, but it wasn't really insulin. Of course, you thought it was water, and you actually have to insert it into the spot that they're telling you. So that is kind of neat. And actually, they gave him that to bring home, and so that was just something for him to learn on, and he did very well. So, but diabetes is very, very hard and rough, especially on young kids. So now we know why insulin or sugar is so important in our bodies. It helps with managing our pancreas. Without this process in our body, it can harm or damage your kidneys along with other major organs. Type 1 or juvenile diabetes is the worst. It's long term, and that's why they call it the insulin dependent. Type 2 can be managed, of course, like I said, with diet or exercise. But it's always good if you have any kids, whatever, they feel have any of these signs, whatever. Because, our son did complain a little bit with headaches, and he started losing weight. Of course, we just thought the age, just kind of, with sports, whatever, and didn't even think anything about it. And so we just did a physical, and so his sugar was like 500 and something. So it's always good to go get checked out. So I hope I made everyone aware of this. Thank you.